It may be too long ago to remember, but way back before January 20th, 2009, it was once considered patriotic to speak out against your government. It's true. Now, of course, we know that anyone who opposes the president is just a bigoted redneck who should be treated as a potential domestic terrorist. But that's only because today's Tea Partiers use such extreme language. You know those racist teabaggers must be dangerous, or else they wouldn't be getting all this media attention. Not like the level-headed protesters of yesteryear.
If you could name one historical figure that reminds you most of President Bush, who would it be?
It's a good one. I could very easily liken him to Hitler, but I won't do that.
Who do you think is most similar?
Hitler, clearly.
How would you compare Bush to Hitler? How are they similar?
There's many analogies in their policies.
It's sort of the same sort of way that Hitler worked. You want to get people hating one another.
There's all these different things that are happening that really replicate what's happened in fascist regimes in the past, where it's intolerance of dissent.
If you really look up fascism, we are in a Christian fascist state right now.
Despotism, fascism, whatever you want to consider it.
He's the closest thing to fascism that America's probably ever seen.
You know what's funny, this impeach Adolf Bush, I have had, every march I've come to with this sign, I've had 50, 60 people take my photograph. It really strikes a note with people. Mm-hmm. They really identify George Bush with Adolf Hitler.
And he exterminated a lot of people that he didn't like, didn't trust, whatever. And Bush is doing the same damn thing.
Karl Rove, I want to say, is the guy that's behind this. And he is a Nazi, and his father was a Nazi, so,
Karl Rove's a Nazi?
Yeah, Karl Rove's a Nazi.
Wow.
So is Bush. So, and they use those tactics.
Yeah.
And that's why, this is not a joke.
A lot has been said about Hitler, and a lot of his quotes mirror George Bush's quotes and ideas.
I've heard everybody saying, comparing him to the Nazis and all of that. I think that he's in a different class.
I put him in league with the super villains of our world.
Would you compare Bush to Hitler directly?
Would I compare Bush to Hitler?
Yeah.
With the exception of the mustache.
I guess Adolf Hitler might have been a little bit more threatening.
A little bit more?
A little bit more.
Your thoughts on the election?
I totally feel this election was stolen.
Stop calling him President Bush. There was a coup d'etat in 2000.
The fundamentalist Christian right have basically successfully had a coup in our country.
So there was a coup d'etat, okay, and it was consolidated in 2002 with computerized election vote rigging.
But I believe that there's been a shadow government in place.
Every 4 years, they lead us by the nose from one staged election to another.
But this is the first time that our shadow government has ever been able to place their guy in the seat of our real government.
The significance of the John Kennedy assassination is that there is no democracy.
Remember that President Kennedy was murdered in Texas? It's the same Texas crew.
It's the same lineup today as then, only the names have changed.
I'm a Democrat. I am fed up.
I'm basically a pissed off Democrat. I know, I'm rising up. I've taken it for 2 elections.
I think people don't sit back and take this kind of abuse forever.
There's got to be something else, because I don't know if the voting is actually working.
Potentially, tens of millions of people in this country who could be mobilized to fight.
Us Democrats are going to get up in arms.
I think there needs to be a revolution in this country.
We'll have to come out and, do what we have to do in the spirit of revolution.
It's really up to the left wing to get organized.
We'll have to come out and kill somebody, I guess. We'll have to come out and kill somebody, I guess. We'll have to come out and kill somebody, I guess.